much, Billy. Thanks. It's only the second time he and I have ever been together in our lives, but we fought at college together. And thank you for this wonderful, warm Mississippi welcome, although it's been a little bit wet. In Arizona, we get rain, but it only lasts about 10 minutes. And it only comes about every 2 or 3 months. So this has been kind of different for me. And usually in Arizona, we love it to rain, but I was going to go golfing, and today I wasn't allowed to. So thanks again for the wonderful hospitality today. Great lunch and beautiful area.
Welcome to Mississippi. Thank you.
And so out in the rain, I went and hit 2 golf balls off the tees, just so I could say I golfed in Mississippi.
He nailed both of them.
And that sounds even better. I golfed on the Mississippi. And all the water that was out there kind of felt like I was. But thanks so much for the invitation. And Jennifer, thank you so much for the work you've done. And Dan, thank you for the work you've done. And I think something that I think we ought to do tonight, besides all the other things we're going to talk about tonight, is I never served in Vietnam. It was going on while I was growing up. And they started this thing that they haven't done very much in our country. They started the lottery. And if your lottery number was in the top 50 chosen, then you got drafted. You win. And my number was 297. And so I never went. But I sure admire the people that have served in the military. And one thing I think that is absolutely indicative, if you will, of Washington, D.C.'s shameless corruption and selfishness is this. Who has better benefits? Lying, corrupt politicians in Washington, D.C., or those who have risked their lives in the military for our freedom? If we could we have all of those who have served in the military please stand and be recognized? Please. And thank you for your service to our country. And I'm sorry, there is one time that I would agree to a tax raise, and I'm serious. And that is to provide adequate benefits to those who have been misused in some of our wars, or those who have been wounded or otherwise afflicted because you risked your lives for us. And I would, right now. And I hate taxes, and but I would gladly pay more taxes to that cause. That is a holy cause. We have not taken care of our veterans in this country. We have not. Also, before I get into this, I would like to comment that and make a little commercial message, if you will. I do have a corporate sponsor, and I want to thank him, and it's freezedryguy.com. Freeze as in freeze, sucker, or you're going to get it. You know, like Tom say, freeze. Dry as in not what Mississippi is right now. And guy, the opposite of gas. Okay, so freezedryguy.com. And he has a very special product in food storage. And if you don't have a food storage program, please start that tonight. All of us should have that. The best way to manipulate the masses is with food. And if you don't want to be in their lines, then you better have food storage for your family. One thing that he has very unique in food storage, and I've been in the food storage business before, I've been a consultant for food storage companies back in the 90s and whatnot, and I've done it all my life, is that he has meat, not tofu, meat, okay? And it's in the number 10 cans, enameled, and has about a 25-year shelf life, and it's pork and chicken and beef, and it tastes real good. I used to go to gun shows, and he was cooking up his meats there, and I tell you what, I wouldn't go to lunch. I just keep going to his booth and eating what he was preparing. It is really delicious, and you definitely should have that as part of your food storage. And it's a great way to start one, too. So freezedryguy.com. And I did something really unique. I was in Hamilton with Sheriff Prince a few weeks ago, who also filed the lawsuit with us on the Bradyville fight. And Prince and I were signing Supreme Court decisions together. This is the actual copy of the Supreme Court decision. And tonight was the only time I've ever been able to do that with Sheriff McGee. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer this to the highest bidder tonight. So Sheriff McGee and I both signed my book, The County Sheriff, America's Last Hope, the only one in existence. And we both signed a copy of the United States Supreme Court decision. And this might be something that Sheriff McGee doesn't know, but this document right here, I went and made a copy of this at some local place in Biloxi, and it only cost me, what was it? Biloxi. Thank you. Somebody tried to teach me that before in the year. Yeah, I'm sorry, teacher, whoever else. Biloxi and Ocean Springs. Or Gulfport, that's easier. And it only cost about $2.25 to make this copy. But how much did this really cost, Sheriff McGee? About $300,000. $300,000 to take this to the United States Supreme Court and get a victory. Okay? You could probably go to the internet and pull a copy of it off there, but I'm not going to sign that one. And neither is Billy. And both of us already signed that one. And so another one, so you get the book, both our signatures, both our autographs, the United States Supreme Court decision, which costs $300,000. Our signatures are free, okay? And then, I don't know how many of you have seen this, but the October 12th issue of the New American had an article about yours truly. And so there I am with there I am with Judge Napolitano at Fox News when I was on Fox News, and there I am with my pink shirt. You know what they say about real men. And of course, and I look real young in my uniform. Every time I'm in a uniform, I look a lot younger. And this magazine answers the question: can the county sheriff save the Constitution? And I've autographed that and dated it today's date. And so if you would like these 3 documents as a little fundraiser for all this tonight, anybody $100?
100.
Okay. 150? 2 of you said 100. 125?
Sure.
Okay. 125. These are yours. Afterwards, well,
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody else bid?
She's not big.
Oh, 150? 150. Good. Thank you, man. Okay.
175.
175. Man, these have gone. Let me tell you, these have gone for $300 before. 200. Okay, 200.
225.
225. 250. You going 250? 275. Who was that? Same one. Okay, same lady.
300.
300. You already paid that today. he paid for our lunch.
My pleasure.
Yeah, 300. 300. 325. Wow. Okay.
350.
350. Are you giving up? 375.
4.
400. Thanks. It's all yours.
Okay.
All right. Great. Thank you so much. I don't know who's in charge of the air conditioning tonight, but sir, you're in a lot of trouble. Look at all the fans going. But I'm telling you what, we're going to get down to business now. And